You can see here, this was a training for ILO trainers. Jomo Kenyatta University has partnered with ILO in matters improving, specifically for Jomo Kenyatta is retooling the professors and lecturers of entrepreneurship, but it goes beyond that. They are now becoming trainers. And you see, this was the first. Expectations, meaning that when you come to any training, you must put down the expectations so that when you finish the training, they will be asked, were your expectations met? And then, of course, you need to be organized. You can see here that to organize a training session, you need to have a timekeeper, you need to have a president, and need to have welfare. You can put in any other things that you know. And then exercises goes on. Now you see this is one called promotion. And when you teach promotion and objectives and all that, you pin them on the walls for them to be understood. And these are like presentations. So presentations first of all come at random, and then you allow them to assign them and then align them. Those are like expectations. Mugambi, put on that music again. Put on the music of your child or sons. And this is again objectives, introducing like whenever you start any session, you have to introduce it, say the objectives, and then so that your people will align those objectives with their expectations. And here you see, there is game. That's for your son? For your son? For your son?
Yes, Michael.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Your own son? Yes. And here we have, that's a game. And in front of me, you can see Dr. Mugambi. And listen to that music. That music is from his own son. And in which class is this son of yours?
He's in grade 11 at Viraj International School.
Grade 11 at?
Viraj International School.
Look, this is at 11, this student or this boy can make that music. And it looks like you now link it with parenting. The parenting is producing that kind of future artist. So he's doing academics, but that is like an extra need for him. That's Dr. Alan Mugambi. So you go around, and then you can see that when you introduce something like a game, you have to make participants understand why that game. You can see now the strength of the game, that you are building characteristics into the training. All this that you can see, this was a topic on family and extended environment. So the objective, by the end of the session, participants would identify and build in the family, and then the training goes on. Effective presentation techniques. This is what the participants learned. Effective presentation techniques, and all this monitoring and evaluation. Now, this was adult learners, and adult learners have some characteristics or what you need to put in them. No, they must be motivated, must be active, make sure that they are active. They must be time conscious, utilitarians, utilizing what they are gotten, responsive, and experienced. So you see, experiential rather. So you see, we have taken all these characteristics from the word mature itself. That is being innovative, that's being creative. Mature, M-A-T-U-R-E, giving us motivated, active, time conscious, utilitarian, responsive, and experienced. And here what you see in front of you, this is the cycle, the SYB training cycle. First of all, you market your training, then you select the entrepreneurs, Then you analyze their needs. You don't just map every entrepreneur together. After you have marketed, people will love what you want to train. Then you select, because you do not map each and everybody together. Then you do what you call a training needs analysis. This training needs analysis will assist you to make the objectives of your training. And then preparation and the design will be tailored to the training needs analysis that you did. And therefore, after you have done that, you conduct the training based on the preparation and design. And then after conducting the training, it's follow-up. Many of us avoid follow-up. How will you know that your training had an impact? Then you monitor and evaluate. And you see, we are calling it a cycle, because once one need is achieved, another one will crop up. So in the center, we have the customer, and the SYB training cycle goes round: marketing, selection of entrepreneurs, training needs, preparation and design, conducting SYB training, follow-up, and monitoring. You see? This, you can see still the games, the rules of the games, and the objectives. And this is the institute. This is the institute that's conducting this training. You know, the Institute of Certified SYB Trainers, Africa, Easter, Institute of Certified SYB Trainers in Africa. So this training is actually continental, but the services that it offers are over there. SYB, trainers, training of entrepreneurs, training of potential entrepreneurs, coaching of small enterprise, printing of SYB papers. And then what you see here, it is now actually the training process of the GYBI process. That is, generate your business idea. How do you generate your business idea? You generate the ideas. Probably you have to generate quite a number of the ideas. Then you select. From the ones you have generated, you select and you analyze. Then the process therefore means content. The teaching process can be content, case study, business plan, content, case study, and then you end up with an action plan. So the action plan helps us to plan, to put in practice what we learned. Now, there are something like 10 characteristics of successful trainer. A trainer must be relaxed, must be alert, team player, must be methodological, using materials effectively. In other words, if you have a material, don't be economical with it, effectively, thoroughly use it. Then you must be interacting as you train, interact with the participants. Don't just be lecturing and so on. Then following participants' pace. In other words, you must have eye contact. So you observe what is going on and you take the participants' pace. Then variation of training methods and tools. You must prepare well to get a variation in training methods and tools. You must be time conscious and end your session properly. So this is what we're talking about here. Now, effective delivery of SYB training. You must prepare, communicate, manage, motivate, and prepare the preparation. And this is what we're calling the PCMMP. PCMMP. You can see the first B is preparation, the C is communication, the second M is management, the third M is motivation, and finally preparation. And then the variety of training methods that this uses. There's brainstorming. They use case studies. You demonstrate for people, for your students or trainees to see it. Is what we're calling IC, and I remember. Then field visits. Field visits are important because they go actually and experience. This is like experiential learning. Like gallery walk if there is a gallery, lecture and presentation. Lecturate means short lectures. You don't have to come and bore the adults with long lectures. That's why you call it lecturate under presentations. And then must have observed. As you train, look around, observe. There's some non-verbal communication that will give you signals, whether the trainee is following or wants repetition. So 7, observation, and you get feedback. Panel discussion is very important. We have trainees who can take it at different rates. You know, some are slow learners, some are fast learners. When you bring them in discussion, in panel discussion, that enhances what they have. And then, of course, group discussion. There's, of course, a difference between panel discussion and group discussion. In other words, you can always break your trainees into groups. They go and discuss something at their own group. Then when you come back to the panel, then the panel discussion takes over. And then, of course, role playing. Role playing is very important, and games and even videos, they bring the reality into the training room. Yes, and here we have a poster here, adults in a learning situation. By the end of this session, participants should be able to describe and apply the principles of adult learning and the methodology. What you are seeing here is now the results of, let's say, a game. You put people in groups, and they came up with their results in different groups. So you post them around so that everybody knows, and that this exposure makes you probably evaluate the different groups properly. And then business people need networking. You can see here, network, and objective was, at the end of the session, people should have learned what networking is. And the game for networking was like, you can see in the center of this cycle, the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur needs some, you call them institutions that will meet the needs of the entrepreneur. In the center, this entrepreneur, the first cycle is institutions that meet the needs of the entrepreneur, and outside, the bigger circle becomes which are these needs. For example, you can see we have something like market needs here, and the associations that provide markets are there, BDS, EPC, advertising agencies, and all that. Kirti, Kipra, Kipi. What do entrepreneurs need from those? They need patents, for example. They need financing. They need stock buying. Under that, book puts it, like a centric cycle in the center of the circle. Good. Now you can see the training. They are now preparing on themselves. They are now, you can see the trainers are away, yes, on their side, but they have given assignments, relaxing. You can see adults learn by experiencing, bringing their own experience into the training. You can see everybody here has a laptop. They are reflecting on that. And now this is like free, Now they are discussing.
Bro, but again, also, let me select my